Hi, I'm Coach David Adams, and I'm here today to talk to you about Wushu, contemporary Wushu to be precise. What is Wushu? Well, Wushu is a Mandarin Chinese word that literally means martial art. I've been training in various styles of martial arts for over 20 years, and I got my teaching credentials in Wushu from the Jing Institute of Chinese Martial Arts and Culture around 5 years ago in San Diego. Today I'd like to talk to you about a brief history of contemporary Wushu, and then go over some of the elements of Wushu and let you know what the positive benefits that I've realized by training in Wushu. So let's get started. I've got a few notes, so hopefully I don't forget anything. Around 750 to 250 BC, a Buddhist monk by the name of Bodhidharma came to China and is credited with being the first one to teach Shaolin monks a system of mental and physical exercises that form the basis of modern-day martial arts. Bodhidharma is often depicted with huge bulging eyes because it's said that once he fell asleep and while he was meditating, and he was so furious when he woke up, he cut off his own eyelids so that it wouldn't happen again. If you want to check out more about Bodhidharma, pick up a copy of the Zen Teaching of Bodhidharma, translated by Red Pine, published in 1989. Fast forward a few hundred years to around the turn of the 3rd century, and you see Master Hua Tuo develop the 5 animal movements. The country basically went crazy after this, and you had all these different animal styles competing with one another. Mantis, tiger, crane, eagle, dragon, you name it, including substyles like northern mantis or southern crane. Fast forward a few more hundred years, between 1000 and 1500, and you see the development of Chinese boxing and a greater focus on just exercising and developing every part of your body to its maximum potential. Then the entire country goes through a huge upheaval with the creation of the communist government. The government of China, basically in an effort to stamp out individuality, decided to standardize martial arts for the whole country. In 1928, they created the Chinese Wushu Institute that set about doing just that. Although they didn't get rid of all the animal styles or all the family styles, they did get contemporary Wushu accepted by the Chinese people en masse. Over the next several decades, through about the 1950s, they gradually shifted the focus from the fighting and martial application to focusing on the health benefits of Wushu, the exercising, as well as just the artistic aspect. Then, I guess America and the rest of the world really gets introduced to martial arts in general when Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon hit the scene. And from there, once Hollywood got its hands on it, Jackie Chan, Sammo Hung, Jet Li, and movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Kill Bill, and Kung Fu Hustle just keep promoting martial arts throughout the world. What the government of China really wants to do is get the Olympics to take up Wushu. If you saw the Beijing Olympics back in 2008, during the opening ceremony, they had a really great Wushu display. It was huge. Hopefully you caught that. Moving on to elements of Wushu. What characterizes Wushu? Well, Wushu is characterized by 2 major styles, northern and southern, that correspond to the geographic regions of China. Northern style is characterized by really big movements and large sweeping forms, high jumps, and kicks. Southern style is more low to the ground and focuses on speed and power. It's also characterized by a lot of different weapons. I'll open with a broadsword set. Some more common weapons include straight sword, which requires a lot more finesse to operate, and spear, known as the king of all weapons. You can also learn staff, whip chain, pu dao, and really just dozens of other weapons. Also, Wushu requires a lot of room to perform with some of these large weapons you can imagine. So once we're done here, after I wrap up, I'm going to go outside and do a little northern staff set for you. When people ask me to describe Wushu, just in a nutshell, I would say that it's just one of the most dynamic martial arts I've ever trained in, and it really focuses on posture and knowing where your body is at all times. If you can focus on that, then you've really got the heart of the martial art. But another author that I like to quote when he was asked about what Wushu was, as printed in the Asian Social Science magazine in May of 2011, last year, Shilong Yan says that Wushu is more than just a series of forms and exercises, but rather it's a crystallization of Chinese people's artistic creativity and culture. That's really it in a nutshell. Or to put it even more simply, as Bruce Lee said, be like water. You can check out the Tao of Jeet Kune Do, published in 1975, to see more about the writings of Bruce Lee. Well, let's go on to the benefits of Wushu. Wushu is like a huge anchor of stability in my life. Helps me to organize my life and really connects me with a huge martial arts community that always has your back. Some of the best friends you'd ever want in the world. As far as physical benefits, it helps me to maintain a healthy diet and lifestyle. Gives me greater mental focus, power, speed, endurance, flexibility, and balance. Also self-defense. But as I said before, Wushu, contemporary Wushu, does not focus on the martial application any longer. With that being said, let's wrap up and go outside and do some Wushu. What is Wushu? It's a Mandarin Chinese word that literally means martial art. It was standardized by the Chinese government back in the 1920s, and it has a lot of great health benefits, and it's fun to do in a nutshell. So without any further ado, let's do some Wushu.